It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through San Diego. It's the Steamers and the reigning AFC champs, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Memphis Steamers and our home team. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
To the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33.
Here we go. He's taken down at the 33.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run on the draw. A strong running. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 11. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down back at the 25. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they've played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they've played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
On second down now, Burks, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
down at the 45-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barry. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll look to throw now on first down. Roberts has him. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lewis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Steamers are able to add on to that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Trucks over him. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
53 to Mike. 53. Check.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Red Dragons are back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Set for the 2nd quarter, San Diego in possession of the football. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got Lewis. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
He's brought down at the 31.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steamers are able to stretch out their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Point after here coming up. It's good to make it 17-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 4. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 2nd down, it's Barry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 52 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On first down, Burks. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this one's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll run on first down. Barry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught by Roberts. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2nd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Complete to number 85.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 5. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Back to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Steamers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that stretches the lead to 27. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks as always. One half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team, for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for our home team, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard And it also brings up fourth.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Berry, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
On 2nd down now, it's Berry. Oh, what a move. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught, and he's brought down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Steamers have got it on cruise control. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in. And it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive goes 8 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
On play action, they'll throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamental.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. 2nd and 6. He finds his man complete. It's Barry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On 1st down, Barry. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. And Roberts with it over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you. And it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start. But he's found a way so far here in the second half.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held them down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Steamers use the short field to get in for 6.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 9 now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Red Dragons are able to at least get one score back. But he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And the Memphis first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Barry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
On first down, it's Barry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Barry, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Fights him off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his... And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Steamers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll run on 1st down. Barry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barry, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. A gain of 5. 1st down, Memphis.
On 1st down. It's Barry, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And shedding through the tackle. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Barry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Let's go, defense.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. This AFC title bout has no doubt not gone according to plan, and these fans, they seem stunned as we move towards the final stages of this ball game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good. We're on 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
It's now 3rd and 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.